Welcome to the Miami International Boat Show 2024. Today we are aboard the WorldCat 235 TE, which is the tournament edition. Guys, this is the ultimate fishing catamaran in a 23-foot package. Let's get into this. What's going on, guys? Ryan from Livin here. Today we have the pleasure of taking a look at a catamaran. This is a brand new one, just hit the market. This is the 235 TE by WorldCat. So as always, we are going to start with the bow of the boat over here. We're going to take a look. We are going to have a windlass here in the bow that's actually going to have a control right underneath this hatch, but we're going to have two little storage hatches up here in the front. You can take a look. They're unfinished hatches. Basically just good to throw some extra bumpers, anchor lines, or any of that kind of stuff in. Now we're gonna have a couple seating options up here in the bow of the boat, including our rear facing forward seating up here, which is really comfortable. Sat down, kind of squished down into the cushion. Very comfortable to fit about 3 people over here. And in addition, underneath here, we are gonna have a little bit of storage. Open this on up. We have a nice little insulated fish box over here. You can throw some ice down in there, maybe toss a couple fish. Not the biggest box in the world, but we'll get the job done. Now I did say we have a couple seating options on here, and on the port and starboard side of the boat, we're gonna have my favorite style actually of forward seating here. We're gonna pull this on out, and we're gonna have some very nice seating. Very comfortable. You can easily fit 2 more people here on each side. So I could say you could sit a total of about 7 people up here pretty comfortably. And you can see it folds away nice and easily. And my favorite part about this is that you still have a comfortable little piece of cushion here to stand up and hit your knees against when you're fishing, but it's also tucked away very nicely so that you don't get any hooks or anything like that. It's nice and hidden away. Now keep in mind, this is a catamaran, so our floor hatches on either side of the boat here are going to be the biggest. We're gonna sacrifice with the size of the cabin just a little bit, but we're gonna open up this forward fish box here for you. You could take a look. That is a pretty nice size box. Now this is not going to be an insulated box, so I probably would not be throwing any fish in here, but I would use it for my dry storage, probably some life jackets, that kind of stuff, your bumpers, your lines, maybe if you're going away for a couple days. It does have a gasket along the edge over here, so that should help keep it nice and watertight. We're gonna go ahead and close this on up. Now I do want to point out they do have a nice little latching system here on the WorldCat. You're just gonna push this button in the middle, it kind of pops right up. You lift up your cabinet, put it back down, and then push it down, snaps right back into place. Now you can see we do have a backrest over here. There's actually a cooler that's in the stern of the boat right now. That would go right over here, so you can kind of take a pop a squat and have your forward facing bow seating. But other than that, we're gonna have a big old cabin door right behind us here. And this is a big heavy duty door. Now keep in mind that the cabin that you're going to be getting on a catamaran is going to be a lot smaller than a monohull, like I said, just because it's skinnier in the middle. So you can see it's not very tall, it kind of comes up to about here, but they did manage to fit a head in here. I don't know how comfortable it's going to be going to the bathroom in there. I'd probably try to avoid it, but they did include it, so in case you got to use it, it's there for you. Now making our way to the helm station of the boat, you can see we have 3 rod holders here on the port side. We have them on the starboard side as well. If you take a look, you can actually see they go all the way through the T-top over here, and that's a very nice feature. Along with this, we have some side gunnels here, some bolsters on your side gunnels. They're going to be very comfortable. You can see it kind of sits around my mid-hip, so it's a very nicely sized, so make sure you don't fall out of the boat. At the helm station now here of the 235 TE WorldCat, one of my favorite places to be here. We have a nice, very flush electronics here on our black dash here. We have a very nice felted material with a little cutty here for your phones and everything, all your personal belongings. We have a triple panel glass windshield over here, creates a nice little closed enclosure, keep you out of the elements. We also have a hard T-top here above us. Very nice, tight little console here. Definitely gets the job done. Now WorldCat integrated my favorite helm seating setup. This is going to be the bench captain hybrid here. So you can see you can have it down over here if you're going to be hopping down and sitting down, or you can have it up, kind of lean against it and drive, which is how I prefer to drive, like I said, or you can bring it down, take a seat just like so, and they're all connected, very comfortable helm seating. So we are on the port side of the boat right now, and everything I'm about to show you is going to be mirrored on the starboard side of the boat as well, since it is a catamaran. If we take a look under the side gunnels over here, we're going to have a little insert that is going to be meant to put all of our boat poles, our gaffs, any of that kind of stuff. We could slide right along the side over here. On the decking, we're going to have a big old fish box. This one now is going to be your insulated fish box. You can see nice and long for you to fit all those longer fish like your kingfish, your wahoo, some mahi and stuff like that here as well. I don't think you're going to be fitting a whole swordfish in here, but maybe you're not going to be doing that on the 23-foot center console here. But I'm going to go ahead and close this on up. In the floor, we're also going to have access to our bilge. Now, like I said, since it is a catamaran, we're going to have the same access here on the port and starboard side of the boat, since there's 2 V-holes to have bilge pumps and all that kind of good stuff in. Close this up, and then in addition, we are going to have some tackle storage here. Like I said, port and starboard side of the boat as well. You have all your tackle needs stored on away in a nice locking latch. On the back of the helm seat, we're gonna have a couple rod holders here. Looks like we have 4. Also, we're gonna have, looks like a mini tackle station. Oh, it's actually a drawer, so I'll pull that out. They just have some rope stored in it right now, but to me, especially with a tournament edition boat here, a fishing catamaran, this is gonna be perfect to throw in those frequently used lures, sinkers, maybe some monofilament leader and all that kind of stuff. Right underneath, we're gonna have a cooler that is gonna go ahead and slide in and out on tracks there. You might be able to see we also have a seating over here, which is perfect for being able to sit down in the cockpit, watching your baits in the back, whether if you're trolling, fishing with live bait, or any of that kind of stuff, you can sit very comfortably and keep an eye on those baits. On the starboard side of the boat over here, we're gonna lift up this hatch. In the transom of the boat, you can see we have a little like fish cleaning station, so you can kind of keep your bait in on there. And if you actually look at the opposite side of the hatch, this is going to be a cutting board right here. So you'll be able to cut all your bait over here, kind of throw the rest of it right in there. We're going to have an identical hatch to this one on the port side of the boat as well. Now right here in the center of the stern of the boat, we're going to open this hatch up. You can see we have our live well right here, plenty of room to store all of your live bait while you're fishing. While we are over here, we are also going to take a look. We have our freshwater wash down right here. So once we get off of the back of the boat, getting it from the sandbar or diving or whatever you're doing, you can rinse yourself off with the fresh water right here. Right off to the side, we also have our battery switches in this compartment right here. Now you can see over here in the back of the boat, we're gonna have WorldCast easy access, on and off swim platform. So it's very easy if you like to dive or free dive, any of that kind of stuff, maybe spearfish, to hop right off on the boat, get off into the water, hop back in. You can kind of toss all your stuff. It's kind of a nice little walkway they created here, kind of like WorldCat's signature look. And you can also see some beautiful Yamaha outboards behind me. This boat is going to be powered by twin Yamaha 150s. Now, one thing to remember with this 23-foot catamaran is that it is going to be a wider boat because you're going to have the 2 hulls. So this is going to have an 8.6 beam, which is why it seems like there's so much room to walk around here on this boat. It really makes a 23-foot boat feel really, really big. That being said, get into the price I'm sure you guys have all been waiting for. So the regular price of this boat is gonna be about $193,000. And I heard one of the reps talking before, the boat show special I think is around $170,000. So it is pretty expensive, I will say, for a 23-foot boat, but you have to remember you are getting a little bit more boat for your money here. And this is a very well built boat and my first WorldCat I've ever checked out. So you guys did an awesome job on this boat. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you hit the like button. Definitely consider subscribing down below. If you'd like to see more walkthrough videos of some Catamarans, definitely let me know down in the comments down below. Be sure to do it. If you guys enjoyed this video, I'm going to go ahead and link another video just like it here on the left side of the screen. Make sure you guys go check that out. And until my next video, remember to keep living salty.